Hi everybody, this is Brian Seymour, Director of Instructional Technology for Pickerington Local School District. I want to talk to you today about a new functionality that PARCC has issued in their Pearson Access Next page, which is actually probably the biggest pain point that we had during PBA. And that really had to do with when a kid was absent during a test and you advanced them onto the session that they should be taking that day, and then the kid decided to submit the answers at the end of that session without taking session number 1 before that. So what they've done is they've actually allowed the DTC, which is myself, the ability to give that to anybody else in the district that would need that ability to undo that. We used to have to, in the past, you used to have to write an irregularity form, fill it out, send it over here to me. I had to send it off to ODE, and then ODE had to send it off to PARCC, and all in all, it took about a week for that entire process to happen. So right now, we can do it instantly, and it'll happen right away, okay? So once again, if you have a kid that, let's say you're in a math section, they missed day 1, unit number 1 of that test, you advance them onto unit number 2. At the end of unit number 2, they hit submit final tests, and those test scores go off. Obviously, they didn't finish test number 1. So what you need to do is you need to go back and let them into test number 1. Here's how you do this. Okay. So we're in the Pearson Access Next page. We go into Students in Session, and I just pulled up a piece here. And let's say this first child here has come up. You're going to click on that kid's name. Okay. And then from there, you're going to go up to where it says this new functionality here that says undo student test submissions. So you're going to click on that. And then I would also recommend that at the same exact time, you click on set start section start. Okay. So that will allow you then to undo their test submission, meaning unlock the test, and set them at the proper start section. So if they need to be at 1 or 2 or wherever it is they need to be at, you can set it there in the proper thing. So hit start. Okay, this box right here will then be checked. Okay, I can't do this because this student hasn't started taking this test yet, but you would click this right here and then just click on undo submissions. Okay. So then that would then change this, and it should then say ready or active. Then with start number 2, then you're going to come over here, and all of these kids, you would then want to select where do you want to start them at. So obviously if they did unit number 2, they probably want to start with unit number 1. Click on the kid's name, and then click on save, and that should put the kid, so it should have unlocked the test and put the kid back into section number 1. So when the student logs back into section number 1 or into the test, they're right there in session 1 when they're ready to go. Okay, and then at the end of that, they can just go on to, or you can then mark them as complete for their test. Okay, so really simple process. It's just now that PARCC has given us the ability to do that. Okay, the other thing I want to remind you is the session has to be active for you to be able to do this. So basically, the session has to be green. The other option that they've given us now is if you click start and then you click stop, you can now restart this test. That button will then change to restart. So there's multiple things that we can now do that we weren't able to do before. So hopefully this alleviates some of the problem. The other thing that I need for all of you to do that ODE is asking, if you do any of these, you still have to fill out an irregularity form. The irregularity form also has changed. It's slightly different. So that should be coming in the email as well. So you can use the new irregularity form that the state of Ohio is asking us to do. Okay? Hope that helps. I know that'll help a lot with alleviating that problem of kids getting locked out of tests. And we won't have to wait a week now for PARCC to get those done. All right. Thank you very much.